Well, hello. Good afternoon. Good morning, teen. What's good, everybody? What's gooey? Some of y'all know where that's from. Anyway, this is your boy Q, the content guy, and I'm back for a brand new review. Love Island Reunion Season 7, Episode 37. Episode 37, child. And that reunion. Now, look, I know all the time we be like, when we watch the Housewives, we can just do one reunion. Just give us one reunion. Babe, when I tell y'all that reunion was long, that damn reunion was long. I don't know if we can, baby, and I got a lot of notes. And this is Love Island. Could you imagine if it was Housewives? That was a long review. I looked at the clock. I looked at the time, baby. I was 30 minutes in. I thought we was over with. They were still going. They were still talking, and they didn't show the heart rate challenge until the end of the damn reunion. Anyway, look. Now I got to be honest. Some of y'all gonna like what I gotta say, and some of y'all not gonna like what I gotta say. But this how I feel. This how I feel, and I ain't changing it. It ain't changing over here. Let me just start off by saying I thought mostly everybody looked good. Yeah, I thought everybody mostly looked good. I could have went without. Who could I have went without? Let me see. I did not care for. I thought Chris Coate is his name Chris? No, Chris looked a mess. What's the boy named Brian? I got that same coat. First of all, Brian coat too big. That's the Brian coat was too big, but I got that same coat and green. I got it in green. I got that same coat. And when I tell you that thing comfortable, when I tell you that coat comfortable, but he got his in purple, I got it in green. Amaya, pretty girl. Pretty girl. That's really all I got to say about that. Pretty girl. Taylor looked nice. Clark looked nice. Alondria looked nice. Well, from the neck down. Hoda looked good. Hoda. How you say her name? Who else looked good? Y'all? Who else was there? Nick looked nice. Now, if Nick was a brown skin guy, that outfit would have been sickening. If he was a brown skin guy, that look that Nick had on would have been sickening. Who else? Ace. Who else am I missing? Charlie looked nice. Hannah looked regular. Bella looked nice. I'm missing somebody, y'all. Pepe and Iris. Pepe, I don't know what Pepe had on. Iris looked nice. Jeremiah, just thank you, boo, baby. Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Now my thing is, why was Jeremiah saved for the last though? Good morning. Why was Jeremiah saved for the last? I don't know why Jeremiah came out last. Anyway, I thought some of this reunion could have been cut down. Like honestly, 2 hours was. And I will say this: I'm glad Andy was there, and I think Ariana is bad. Do y'all hear me? I'm talking about bad. I think Ariana bad, but Ariana is not a good host. Ariana Maddox is not a good host. She was not holding nobody's feet to the fire. Andy got that and he got that housewife spirit. So he was gonna ask the questions. To the bone. She baby bad, but she can't ask no questions. She can't ask no questions. All right, so let me get my notes, baby. I gotta y'all. This review was 2 hours. That reunion was 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours. Oh, child. I just got on my social media, baby. Karen is being released from jail next Tuesday. Baby, I think, baby, they say Karen Huger is being released from jail next Tuesday. Sorry. I'll talk about that later tonight. Baby, Karen coming home, y'all. Karen coming home. Oh, Karen. Oh, Karen coming home. She's coming home. What? Woo! All right, where my notes at? Where my notes at? All right, all right. My notes. All right, cool. Here we go. All right. So the reunion starts off with the final four: Amaya, Huda, Chris, Olandria, Nick, Iris, and Pepe. It says, "Can we watch this reunion? Can we watch the reunion on this live?" No. Go to Peacock because they're gonna strike my channel, take my channel down. I'm already in enough trouble with YouTube. Uh, like I said, Brian got the same coat I got. I got mine in green. They said it's been great seeing the friendships grow outside of the house, outside of the show. And we get right to the questions. They asked Brian, was he cheating? Pretty much, was he cheating? They try to go around it, but pretty much was Brian cheating. And he said he had a lapse of judgment. He was pouring shots. He got invited to a club to host a club or whatever, club of parents, and he had a lapse of judgment. So they was like, well, what was the lapse of judgment? Well, Andy was like, what's the lapse of judgment? And he was like, well, it was just a whole bunch of shots being poured around me. Boy. Brian, that's not considered cheating. If you at the club and you pouring shots, that's not considered cheating. You was out there cheating on Amaya. And it's so convenient that y'all stop following each other on social media and stuff. But I didn't believe that excuse about, oh, I was just out there pouring shots. I was just pouring shots. Don't pay me no mind. I was just pouring shots, and social media took it and ran with it. And Amaya was like, yeah, people came back and told me, but I didn't believe it. And she said she's not a woman who will be around someone who doesn't respect her. They asked Chris what happened because Chris was also there. Chris said he ain't see nothing. His name is Bennett, and he ain't see nothing. Chris gonna ride for his boy just like the girl will ride for her homegirl. So, do I think Brian was cheating? Yes. Was I at the club? No. Pepe and Iris are exclusive since leaving the. Now, this would irritate me during the reunion. Ain't nobody an official couple. Everybody exclusive. We still dating. We still getting to know each other, but ain't nobody like, oh yeah, we in a relationship. We boyfriend, girlfriend. We dating. All this, we exclusive. If I'm not mistaken, don't exclusive and official mean the same thing? Or am I just from the old school? Because I thought exclusive and official meant the same thing. Either you together or you're not together. Either you're gonna do what you want to do or you're not gonna do what you want to do. So I was confused. Ace and Shelly is exclusive. Pepe and Iris is exclusive. Fake Laundria, excuse me, Nick Laundria, they don't even know what they are other than the fake couple. But I just thought it meant the same thing. So thank you. I thought it meant the same thing. But they're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet. They're trying to determine what that looks like. And if they get there, Iris said she met up with TJ and she just wanted to tell TJ face to face that her love for him and care for him wasn't a fake thing. And they was able to clear the show, was able to clear, things up. Pepe said he talked to Hannah and pretty much they was able to clear the air. And, when I wonder, because, Hannah spit in her hand. Y'all know Hannah had spit in her hand and put it in her puss. So I wonder if she did that while they was on the phone too. Hmm. I'm just wondering, maybe they was, maybe they was, maybe they was, you know, with Hannah spit in her hand, child. Yes, oh yes. Um, Andy asks Hoda and Chris, how do they feel after seeing one another? And baby Hoda said, "I'm good." Hoda said, "I'm good. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm good." Um, uh, he says it feels weird on his end. He said his mom is happy with how things played out. He doesn't respect what she said about him in the press. And he said they would never be friends. He said, I don't respect how she handled herself in interviews. And then she called me 2 to 3 days before the reunion to pretty much try to clear the air with him. He says that he doesn't want any parts of it. She says she can't talk about her new man because it's a Netflix thing. And it's a legal thing. Mm. So Hoda dating somebody from what's it, Love is Blind or Blind Love, whatever that show called on Netflix. I was with Andy, like we got the number one network, we got the number one show streaming on TV, so whatever. But Hoda, you didn't necessarily have to talk about who you're dating, but you could have said, "Yeah, I'm talking to somebody." Um, you could have just said, "Oh yeah, I'm talking to somebody," um, and you could have left it alone. I think that's kind of what they wanted you to say. They didn't necessarily need you to say who it was, but you do you, honey. Now, Chris is mad at Hoda, beat Huda. How y'all say? Look, I'm gonna be all over the place with her name, but Chris mad with her because he feels like she disrespected him in the interviews. I didn't watch every interview. I don't plan on watching every interview, but I do think that she was alluding to Chris. He's 6'8", but it ain't really. It ain't. Oh, I said it right the first time. Hoda. Okay. Um, but it ain't really nothing. Like when he drop his pants, it ain't really nothing down there. That's what she was alluding to, and that's where Chris, in my mind, felt like he was being disrespected. I'm with oh girl. Hey, I see you. Ain't no hard feelings over here. It is what it is. Like I've moved on. You should move on too. So I don't. Well, whatever. Olandria and Nick are talking, and the more I look at her, I don't see what y'all see. Body is tea. Body is tea. But I don't see no black Barbie. Sorry, I don't see no Barbie. I don't see no Barbie. Sorry. I and I looked. I looked the whole reunion. I don't see no Barbie. Body though, body T. Skin perfect. Glowing. Hair was on point. I don't like the makeup. Nick looked nice. I just think that Nick outfit would have really set it off if his skin tone was darker. But Alandria, from the neck down, baby, T. I didn't like that red stuff on her cheeks, and that wig was showing. Sorry. Look, I'm over here dropping stuff. She has good pictures, but not Barbie. That's her. So they asked what their status is. Once again, they gave the same answer that everybody else give, going in circles, not giving us an official answer. And this was like, are y'all dating or y'all not dating? Yeah, I thought she should have had an up. Oh, yeah, the updo would have set it off. Yeah, the updo would look nice. Like again, what does exclusive mean? Like, what's the difference from exclusive and official? Somebody help, exclusive mean you can't see, you not talking to nobody else and you not doing nothing with nobody else. That's your person. So why are y'all not officially dating? Oh, child, whatever. Um, they going around circles and all that kind of stuff. They said they need to be together longer, and but they're checking stuff off the bucket list. They going on trips, skydiving, all kind of stuff. I don't think he asked if he has she met his family. I don't know if that question was asked or I didn't hear it. They said, "What do you think about people who think your relationship is not real?" And she says, "I call my haters my second fan base." Girl. Um, she says Nick Landria is already a huge fan base. They're obsessed with me, and neither one of them have talked to Sierra. They don't plan on talking to Sierra. They said Sierra made a video about like, when you thought it was real, but your friend is dating him because Alandra is such a girl's girl. And Andy said, "Was it worth the wait?" She had no idea what Andy was talking about. She didn't know what Andy was talking about. Andy was talking about sleeping with him, getting it in. And she took forever to answer the question. And she was like, "Oh, yeah, it was worth it. It was worth the wait. Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. Oh, I couldn't wait. It was worth the wait, girl." First of all, I don't believe they no real couple. I said that my stance on that ain't gonna change. I don't believe they're a real couple. Thank you. They not together. They not a real couple. She don't know what's in his pants. She ain't been with the man. I think this is a manufactured couple, just like everybody else that we learned tonight. It seems like ain't nobody together. But I don't believe that they're a real couple. So, and my stance on that is not going to change. And the way that y'all be going up for Landry, I don't see why. I don't see it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I take back what I said. They not a real couple. Thank you. That's all I be asking. I don't be asking for too much. I don't be asking for too much. That's all I be at. That's all. I don't be asking for too much. They not a real couple. Sorry. Prove to me that they are a real couple. They don't even seem into each other. We see each other. They don't even seem into each other. Exclusive means you are sleeping with each other. Official means you're in a full-blown relationship. Oh, excuse me, Ali. Okay, girl. Get me together. Get me together. Get me together, girl. I know that's right. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. Because, baby, I would say they admit the same thing. Well, I don't want to be exclusive with nobody. I don't even want to be in no relationship, but let alone exclusive. Don't even like my thing is just ask me. Just ask me. Don't even go take me down the road of you want to be official, and then months later you want to be in a relationship. No. No. Sierra gets boost now. All of a sudden, y'all like each other so much. Yeah. Where's it at? Where's it at?
Close the curtains on them bitches.
They talking about they pressured to be together. Right. Exclusive is the 2025 Friends with Benefits. Oh, okay. Well, girl, look, I'm still trying to learn these new phrases, child type shit and little shit and fine shit. Now exclusive. Just I'm just tired. I'm just really, really tired. The UK Love Islanders do that too. I don't understand. Yeah, this is stupid. Nick ain't gay. He just a weird regular white boy. Yeah, I don't think Nick gay. I don't think nobody. Well, anyway, they ain't talked to Sierra. I think Sierra should have been. I don't know if she was or was not, but I felt like Sierra should have been at the reunion. Honestly, I feel like Sierra should have been at the reunion. I don't know if they invited her. I don't know if she was invited and they turned it down or whatever. But Sierra should have been at the reunion. Yes, Nick is. Yes, like, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Right. Good. I got other things to do. I was hyping my boys up the other trying to use their slang. Chris Elon and that other black guy is gay. Oh, baby, did you see that curl? Did you see that curl drop? Richie. Richie, when I saw that curl, I just said,
I don't know nothing about that lifestyle, whatever y'all got going on, because that's not me.
Baby, that curl, I said, okay, good. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. And he clocked it. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He said, "Oh, look at the curls." Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I said, baby. I said, "Oh wow, wow." You know, if he was black though, he'd be every. You know, if he was black, he'd be every. You know, okay. Let me shut up. Let me move on. Let me move on. But Andy clocked that curl. I said, "Wow." Man. Um, Clark and Taylor come out. Ace and Shelly come out. Ace looked like a damn leprechaun. Ace outfit was too big. Ace is a good looking guy, but that green ensemble Mama had on, with Sir had on, was too big for him. I think Ace think he taller than what he actually is. And here's the thing, Ace, and I'm gonna get into it later on. But Ace, it's nothing. I'm not. I'm what 5'8", 5'9", and I'm okay with my height. Ace, you be okay with your height too. You need to find clothes that fit you. That outfit, them clothes. No, mm-mm, 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 no, no. When I saw Ace on stage,
I can't believe it, Jesus. I can't believe it, Jesus.
mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. They asked the couples about how they feel about being exclusive and then going home and saying, Ace said, you know, people looking at people. Ace said something along the lines of like people looking at it as a game of the favorites, and I look at it as love. And I'm thinking to myself, I could say that about the whole damn cast because y'all was playing a game. Um, Taylor was when Olandria returned, Taylor was torn between her and Clark. He said he really was. Um, she said at the time she believed he was torn, but makes it getting out, she started to question, you know, getting out, watching the clips back, hearing what he had said in the interviews, start to question, was it really, you know, was he being honest? Was he really real? Was he really being torn? She said, I was never about to, she talks about never chasing him. I don't want nobody to have to grow to desire me, which I understand that. She said, you know, in the villa, I'm thinking he respects my wishes and with slow burning. And we just hadn't got there yet, but realized when she left the villa that there was just desire just wasn't there. Taylor just wasn't into her, and she wasn't into Taylor. Like they just weren't into each other. So I don't like the fact that Taylor is getting all this smoke online, getting called a colorist and things like that. Taylor just wasn't into, he just wasn't into you, girl. And you wasn't into him, just like you ain't into Nick. You ain't into nobody. You wasn't into Nick. You wasn't into Jalen. You wasn't into Taylor. Okay. The problem is you don't want to be made look, you didn't want to look like a fool on TV. That's the problem. But you wasn't into him. And I wish they just would have both said that. Like y'all ain't never got to see each other anymore. I wasn't into you. Where am I at in my notes? Because then they had the nerve to ask Taylor if he wanted to apologize to Alandria. Do I want to do what? Do I want to apologize? Apologize for what? What does Taylor need to apologize for? Like, what does Taylor need to apologize for? Somebody, please help me understand. What did Taylor do that was so horrible to her that he needed to apologize to her for not liking her? Yeah, what did you apologize for? It, leading her on? He didn't lead her on. He didn't lead her on. They both was taking it slow. This is the thing. When the show got started, nobody picked her. Nobody picked her. Do you know the one? Especially Nick. Nick didn't pick her, but he didn't lead her on. Sorry, he didn't lead her on. They weren't into each other. They weren't into each other, so I don't. An apology is child, child apology. Child. Nick did not pick her. She was last choice to stay on the island. Come on. Taylor should not. Taylor should not have apologized. Yeah, she was into him. No, no, no. So he says, "I'm sorry for everything. We grew so close. You my dog. You still my dog. And yay." That's because he didn't feel like he needed to apologize. Either the producers put him up to it or Clark put him up to it. But he didn't feel like he needed to apologize. That's why he got that apology. And I'm standing on that. There was no reason for him to apologize. He didn't lead her on. He didn't do nothing crazy. He did everything. He did what he was supposed to do. Try to find a connection. The connection wasn't there. She ain't get picked. You ain't get picked. It happens to everybody. You didn't get picked. So Nick did not. Well, I already read that. Yeah, she just didn't get picked. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion, even if my opinion is right. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. All right, y'all. When I tell y'all, and listen, and I think that was like what 10, 15 minutes into this episode, and I'm like, damn, I still got like an hour and some change. Maybe this is a long ass review. This is a long ass reunion. I feel like I'm gonna keep on saying that. This was a long ass reunion. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do two things at one time. I'm trying to cut something. Give me a second. Do you think Shelly and Ace is real? No. I don't think nobody on the show is real. Maybe Taylor and Clark. Maybe. Yeah, for no reason, all the way to get to the heat though heart race challenge, and I was like, this is what y'all was going crazy about. I really don't believe anybody on the show is a real couple. I do not believe that you can find real true love on TV, especially when money is involved. Like The Bachelor and Bachelorette and 90 Day Fiance and all, like that stuff don't last long. I just think it's just a quick way to get a paycheck. But at the end of the day, like people's feelings get hurt. So I just don't think you can really find love on TV. I mean, there's a set, I don't know. I don't think you can find love on TV. They want Ace and Shelly to clear up when they met and how deep have they known each other before they got on the show. They met in New York at a club. He said, I thought she was attractive. I got to know her through social media. He said they said he was liking the comment. Somebody did some research, kind of find out he had liked some comments of hers all the way back to 2022. It had stayed on social media, didn't go past social media. And that was that. I think they both lying. She said she don't know how that was possible, that he was liking pictures because they had just met in 2024. Andy was like, well, maybe he went back and looked at all your pictures and checked it. How many of y'all think that they knew each other before the show? Not like I know you through social media, but like they knew each other before the show. Fans also speculate that this is pretty much a coordinated thing to form a powerful pairing from day one. Andy asks, do you think America voted you so low? Why do you think America voted you so low? She says she thinks the pivotal point was the standing on business challenge and the heart race challenge. That's when she was called a mean girl, when she was quote unquote crashing out. She says it's not making sense, but that's how America voted. They're exclusive, but not yet official. He got something planned up his sleeve. He said he's in love with Shelly. This will be his first and last girlfriend. That don't even sound right. No, they not. No, they not. It's possible I can like 2 other niggas' pictures on IG, then scroll down and see another one. Mm, okay. I mean, that's true. I guess that's true. Ace is 22, 23 years old, and Shelly is in her late 20s. Do y'all really have anything in common? Do y'all really have anything in common? And Ace, you really only want to have like you. I get it, right? There are such things as as high school sweethearts, college sweethearts, childhood sweethearts. I get all of that. But Shelly gonna be your first and last girlfriend, and you ain't made it official yet. But you in love with her, but you ain't made it official yet. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Shelly is smart or what, but Ace was very mean and nasty to multiple people in the show. That's why they were voted so low. Hmm. Yeah, I told y'all, baby. Me and Ace would have been fighting. Me and Ace would have been fighting. I just would have said, "Get up." Me and Ace would have been fighting. Ace was. I don't like Ace. I can't stand Leprechaun. I don't like Ace. I mean, I don't like him. And I'm gonna get into it later on. But and listen to what I'm saying to y'all. Ace talks to certain people some certain kind of way because when he was talking to Austin, that voice was nice and clear. But when he was going back and forth with Jeremiah, that voice was real shaky. Yeah, baby, wasn't that voice shaking? Wasn't that voice shaking? Okay, I'm glad. That voice was shaking. That voice was shaking. When that voice started shaking,
Lord have mercy.
baby, that voice was shaking. That voice was shaking. Oh, check. Where am I at? Austin, TJ, Coco, Andrina, and some other people come out, y'all. I think Vivian and Jaden, if I'm not mistaken. Austin showed up. Austin is currently single. Coco said in the interview that Coco said in the interview that some of the girls gave standoffish vibes. She said the Costa girls were cool, but in the beginning, Alandria was standoffish. She said Alandria says I was standoffish. I'm not going to come and fake, trying to be besties with the girl. I don't know. I was nice and cordial, but I didn't know you guys. And she said I just got dumped and came back and saw Taylor laid up with somebody else. I had so many emotions going on. I call BS because when you first got on the show, you was, hey girl, you look good, girl. What's up? What's up, bitch? You look good. Oh, look at you. Hey, my twin. Blah, blah, blah. You was all of that. All of that. All of that. But now you get over here with these girls and say, hey, hey, what's going on? Hey, 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 you look nice. Hey. Like, Alandria is a mean girl. Alandria is a mean girl. From being on that show to her interviews to this reunion, she's a mean girl. Sorry, not sorry. She a mean girl. Now, was Coco wrong? Yes, but Alandria is a mean girl. I'll get into how Coco was wrong in a second, and where Alandria was correct. But see, I can call out 2 things at the same time. So no, Alandria is not. She's just not a girl's girl. Well, that too. That too. Whatever you want, whether she's a girl's girl or she's nobody's friend, she's she's all of those things, all of above, and she ain't no Barbie. She said they were together last night. JD said, Orlando, do you want to talk to Coco? And she said, no, I'm good. She explained, she said, when I was in the villa, everything was cool. Coco said, well, I was just everything was cool, but when you got an interview, you started talking mess. She was like, no, I was pretty much saying that you was in the villa saying, telling my man, which you were. She says, I don't, nobody else. She starts going down the role of girl. She said, does anybody remember me saying that? The girls was like, no, we don't remember you saying that. And Coco says, well, when I said that my man, that was not me being shady, not me coming for you. I thought y'all was locked in. You took a picture and you kissed it. I said, oh wow, girl. I thought it was cute. I'm not coming for you. She said, I appreciate you. I appreciate if you had spoke on my character. Not what America saw, but what you got to see. And before you left, what you got to see between me and you. You could have cleared that up. Alandria, she said, I wasn't being delusional, but we were cool. I wish you just would have spoke to my true character. These people would never get to meet me. Shelly jumps into the conversation and she said, I felt like we were feeding into people's narrative about us, about me and Alandria. She apologized and she said it doesn't help with the screenshots of you liking certain things about me and Alandria. She says a lot of people there hate on us, and we just feel like you went along with the narrative. Shelly says, who's mean girl? We are mean girls. And I feel like people in the villa felt that way. Andy says, well, who are they? Can you say who the people are that will call y'all mean girls? They only named Coco. He tried to cut Coco off. Coco was like, no, let me say this. Hold on, I want to talk. And Andy, you know how Andy does that. Okay, go ahead. And she's like, I'm all for the chocolate girls. And what I write? She's all for the chocolate girls. She and she didn't mean any harm, any malice, all that, pretty much all that kind of stuff. And she says, now where Alandria did get her ass at is when she said, honey, don't clear things up in private. And then no, excuse me, don't say things in public and try to clear things up in private. Vivian said they went on some podcast and said she was standoffish too, but the lady took it out of context and put it up how she wanted to put it up, the person that did the podcast. I agree with Alandria on the part of don't get online talking mess about me and then call me, hey girl, I didn't mean nothing by that. I just want to apologize. I love you and I just want to apologize and blah 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 blah. Like don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like get on stage and say, you know what, my bad. I was wrong. I was in my feelings or whatever, or I felt some kind of way. That was never my intent. I go up for the chocolate girls. I don't have no beef with you. I just felt like you were standoffish. I understand your reasoning and we can move on from there. But Coco girl, you look weak. Coco girl, you look weak. And yeah, you played yourself. And to be honest with you, Coco, you wasn't even on the show long enough to talk about nobody. You was only on what, 2 episodes? You 1 or 2 episodes, girl. You wasn't on the show long enough to be speaking on anybody's character. And you doing an interview, you trying to go viral. So you're going to say something about the popular girls. And I call them popular girls because we all know who they are. We don't really know who a Coco is. So now I understand why Alandria didn't want to talk to you. And I agree with Alandria on that. Girl, I ain't got nothing to say to you. I ain't got nothing to say to you, girl. Move on. Leave it alone from there. Move on, leave it alone from there. Hold on, y'all. Like Coco, you was wrong, girl. You was wrong. Simple as that. You was wrong, right? You a non-motherfucking factor. Your ass is wrong, and I don't know why you were sitting in the front. Your ass should have been sitting. You should have been sitting on in the viral screen. You should have been sitting viral, not the virtual screen, like Veneers. That's why I told you I'm torn between Landry and Shelly, because sometimes they were right and sometimes they were dead wrong. Oh, I'm gonna get into when they was dead wrong. I'm gonna get into when they was dead. I ain't torn. Because the thing is, Richie, you ain't got to be torn. You can still, say when they right and say when they wrong. And they were right in this situation, and Coco was wrong in this situation. And Coco, that's all you get from me. They called out Huda for about being bullied, and she says, I felt like she went to the podcast and went into the narrative about what America thinks about it, but Andy kind of shut that down. He said we'll get into that later on. Andy, not Andy, Alandra kind of leans up and she was like, everybody's hating on us. Like the whole villa's against us. God, nobody's hating on you. Alandria just.
Girl, you girl, you just don't know.
They asked Zach why did he want to apologize to Amaya. They felt like he doubled down once he saw how popular America thought Amaya was. He said he apologized again. She says, I do think that it was a big shift of energy after he found out I was America's favorite. They call out Zach for talking about Brian. He said he did it for the money. He said, no, I never said that. Brian said, no, you said it. You should go check that. You said it. He said, I wasn't genuine, but Brian pretty much was shutting Zach down. He said he was trying to dissect the game, and he only wanted to have conversations with the Casa boys. And they both pretty much was clocking Zach. Zach ain't never had much to say. You was talking shit. It didn't go nowhere. You only want to talk to the boys. You didn't want to talk to the girls. You only want to talk to the boys. You only want to talk to the boys. You didn't want to spend no time with the women. You only want to talk to the boys. No time with the women's, just the guys. You want to be all up under and talk to. Y'all do what y'all want with that. Y'all do what y'all want with that. But if y'all thought Taylor was something, baby. Is Amaya at MR? Why she sit still? I feel like there are two cuckoo birds flying around her head. Oh, but she's a nurse. I think Amaya looked pretty in the face. She looked pretty last night, but Amaya did look like Jackie delivered her a couple times. Yeah. Hey, Kayla. I enjoyed this reunion. Girl, the whole thing, girl, that reunion was 2 hours. And it was good. Most of it. But Amaya do give me Jackie delivered her. So that's because it wasn't not Asian or Filipino women on the show. Oh. Asian or Filipino women? Or should we remove the WO? Austin and Jada left the villa as a couple. Jaden, is it Jada or Jaden? Jada. She says she expects transparency and respect. Austin can do what he wants, just don't make me look like a fool. And she said he pretty much blindsided her. You pretty much blindsided her and was doing him the entire time. It wasn't respectful to her. They was at a party and Andrea was there and she saw the text messages between Jada and Austin, and a whole bunch of girls walked up to her and was like, yeah, Austin put it on me. Austin got a real big dick. They were saying all these things about Austin and how they slept with Austin, how Austin went on these dates. I don't know. I don't know if Austin is MR or if Austin was high. Austin was lying, couldn't get the story right. He was zoned out. Austin was everywhere but the reunion. I don't. Is Austin slow? Was Austin delivered by Jackie also? Is Austin slow, or was Austin high? And they could have kept that. Yes, Austin got brain fall, baby. They could have kept that portion. Yes, they could have kept a lot of portions. Sure. They could have kept. Austin is MR. Yeah, some a bit of both. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I don't even know what did Austin have on last night, child. All Austin know how to do is fuck. Ooh, does he? Because he damn sure can't kiss. And Austin don't look like he know how. Austin don't look like he know how to really get down in the bedroom. He just look like it's just big. Austin give me he like a couple minutes and he going about his business. Austin was not memorable. They asked Pepe about not truly liking Grayson, and what his reaction was to the video when he found out who wrote the question. Grayson said when she found out it was yeah, Jackhammer. Yeah, also look cute. I like what he had on. You did? She said she was hurt by Hoda, right? Did I say it right, y'all? Huda or Hoda? Did I say it right? Okay. Anyway, that she was hurt by her, and she just wished somebody would have confided in her about. He wished Pepe would have confided in her about his true feelings. She said, "There's no beef. There's no problem. I understand." She said she wished Pepe the best. Just wish he was more open and honest in the moment. He apologized to her. He said, "I could have done better." She wants to squash it. She wants to move on, and she just wish she would have stood up for herself in the moment. Child. I still got so much about child. Oh my goodness. Hey Trey. Thank you. Andy asks Ace, what was it like watching Shelly be with Chris? He said it was good for us because it made us see how stronger we were. She said the same thing with him and seeing with him Coco. She didn't want to see it, but at the end of the day, I was exploring. See if there was a connection, but it was a stronger connection with Ace. Coco said, I wish you would have been more open and honest about your intentions with Shelly. He apologizes. Child, this segment here. Now, this one we get into the good stuff. They talked to Huda about Shelly and her interest in Chris. She said, I was interested in Chris. I talked to Shelly and I brought him back. So we both could experience the connection. Shelly said, well, that's the easy summary if we're being honest. The conversation was, I don't have anybody here. I know you really like Chris. I'm sure you're going to choose Ace. How about I bring Chris back for you so you can explore more and I can also, get to explore and he can get to explore so we all can, pretty much see what happens. They show the extended clip. And the conversation was she telling Shelly, I'm interested in getting to know him too. I'm bringing him back. You can get to know him more. I can get to know him more, and he can get to know both of us. Shelly says, I have mixed emotions, but I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. But again, like I said, I have mixed emotions. And they asked everybody, was Hoda clear about her intentions? And everybody was like, yeah, she was direct. Shelly says, I still feel like there was a whole conversation a few times we talked. I'm happy for you. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. Blah, 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 blah. And at that moment, I thought to myself, Shelly is she's a liar and she's calculated. Baby, that whole time, baby, if I was motherfucking Huda, yeah, roll the footage. What you got to say? And the problem that I don't like about the fan base for these people that y'all won't probably see on TV again is that y'all give that girl so much smoke for Huda that you don't see that Shelly was wrong. Shelly lied and she was wrong. Shelly was wrong. Yes. She was trying to be calculated, but that recap called her ass out. Yes. Her and Ace are the same person. Yes. Shelly lost me there. Shelly's a liar. Yes. Peacock rolled that beautiful bean footage. Yes. 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 Girl, you was wrong.
Yup.
You was wrong. And you couldn't they're on X claiming she was uncomfortable and manipulated over her fan. But y'all, girl, the fan base, baby, X, keep it. You was wrong, and they showed the footage. We ain't talking about no other footage. We talk about the footage we just saw. So you could have been like, okay, girl, you was right. We literally saw what the girl said to you. And then you still trying to be like, well, it's just like, as much as I go up for the girl, it's just like when Sheree was like, well, they say Kim wouldn't hold no black baby. We went through all the footage and we didn't see that. Well, it was y'all didn't watch everything. Like, girl, what are you talking about? We saw it. Move on. And she says, where am I at? I'm happy for you, blah 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 blah. Huda says it's pretty much what I've been saying, but if you misunderstood, Shelly cuts her off and she said, no, I didn't misunderstand. No, you misunderstood. No, you misunderstood. No, you misunderstood. I didn't misunderstand. She said, do you remember the time that we were sitting somewhere by the water and you said that I was walking down the beach and I said Chris was going to be mine and I'm doing it for you and you doing it for me and I don't know who you remember that time? And Hoda was like, girl, I don't know if I remember it or not, but here's the thing. Clearly you're happy outside the villa, so let it go. And she said she still wants to bring it up, and she says, I didn't misunderstand. She was like, we left, the villa was cool, you went on a podcast, you had set so many flames to the fire. I am focused on my relationship, and it's annoying that you're trying to be a girl's girl or whatever. Girl, you was wrong. You're not mad at that. You mad about what she said outside of the show, so that's what you need to focus on. You look crazy. You look crazy trying to prove something that we just saw. Right. So where is the fucking footage of it? That's what I would have told her ass. Well, you keep Andy, where's the motherfucking footage? Since her ass don't want to let it go. Where the goddamn footage at? Because I'm ready to move the fuck on. Girl, you happy with Leprechaun over there? Well, why are you still worried about Chris? Is it because Chris tall? Is it because he's a tall and Ace is a small? Girl, what's the problem? What's the problem? Move on. Say what you really mad about. Say that you mad about what she said on the podcast. Don't try to add everything else into it. Get right to the point. Look, I'm irritated because of what you went on the podcast and said. I thought we was homegirls. I thought we were good. You're not mad about this whole Chris thing because it's clear. You said it was a great idea. I have mixed emotions, but I think it's a great idea. No, I understand. I think it's a great idea. And the girl's girl. Oh, okay. Because the girl's girl is the one sitting next to you on the couch, who not a girl's girl. The one that was over there damn near fucking your man. Anyway, Hannah and Charlie come on the same stage. Did y'all see the interaction between Hannah and Charlie backstage when he was trying to like give like a little kiss on her cheek? I said, wow. I was like, wow. Friend, I ain't even get there yet, friend. I about to, baby. I already lost some subscribers. I already lost some subscribers, but I look, I'm with you. Look, I'm with you. I'm with you. I even got, baby. I'm with you though. Um, they said there's no unfinished business between TJ, Hannah, Pepe, Iris. Andrea says she was not mad at Brian. Their conversations were boring. She just wished he would have been a little bit more honest. When he stood behind Jalen, he said they were only a couple because of the physical attraction, which we knew that. Let me see. I forgot Charlie and Hannah was a couple. But y'all know how Hannah get around. Y'all know how Hannah do though. Y'all know how Hannah do. Y'all know how Hannah do. Where else am I at? Charlie, he did look nice. That blue on him did look nice, and he lost some more weight in his face. Where are we at? She said she felt like she was the reason Charlie got sent home, which made her feel guilty. Charlie said he has no negativity towards her. Moving on with Pepe. Charlie said he was hurt by Amaya's vote because he felt like there was a friendship there. He felt like there was a real friendship there. She said she voted based off the conversation that she had with Hannah, because him and Hannah was in a bad place at the time. It was nothing personal towards you. He said he felt like her vote. He said like he felt like he was the easiest vote for everyone when Taylor should have went home. So I like Charlie, because Charlie was the only one who wasn't scared to call nobody out on the stage. They show an unseen clip of how the girls decided it was time for Hannah to go home. Now I thought this was complete bullshit. They in there talking, so it's Sierra, Shelly, Huda, and Alandria, and they're all talking, and they pretty much said it's time for Hannah to go home. Because of her strong connection with Pepe. But Hoda felt like that she shouldn't have went home because of that. So then Shelly was like, "Oh well, wait, where am I at? Oh well, we really shouldn't base it off of the strongest connection, because they're not exploring other connections on the island." So then it's like, she's like, it's about finding a person that you have an actual connection with. And I'm thinking, ain't that what the fuck Hannah was doing? So then somebody says, isn't that what oh no, so in my mind I was like, that's what Hannah was doing with Charlie, that's what she was doing with Pepe. She was like, but she found a connection with Pepe, so it's pretty much time to go home because she had the strongest connection. And Amaya had been given the bad end of the stick, and Iris was put in a bad situation. No, Amaya wasn't really given the opportunity to, and Iris was put in a bad situation. Hannah gets emotional rewatching the video. She says it hurts because she didn't understand why she went home. She had so many questions. She thought she had did something wrong. She thought she had pissed some people off, things like that. And she found out why she went home. To me, that was fucked up. That didn't make any sense to me. You sending people home because they got a strong connection. Ain't the whole point of the show called Love Island? That's how I know you motherfuckers is not a real couple. That's how I know you motherfuckers is in it for the money. You're not gonna tell me this girl got a strong connection with Pepe. Oh, let's send her home. Let's send her all home. And with that fake ass crying, we don't know who we want to send home. It's just so hard. This decision is so hard. I don't understand why we're sending her home. And then y'all sent that poor boring ass girl home because Hannah was born. But y'all sent that boring ass girl home when in reality Iris or Amaya should have went home. And I like Amaya. Amaya's my favorite one. But they should have went home if we going off of that. But your logic is now saying, oh well, you can't have a strong connection in the house, because a strong connection in the house will get you sent home. But then you turn around and say, well, they're not. The whole point of being on the show is to find your person. So help me understand, which one is it? Help me understand. Help me understand which one is it, because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck y'all talking about. Shelly, girl.
Girl, if any motherfucker ever needed to sit they stupid ass down, you that bitch. You that bitch.
Bella's on stage. She says the love is strong, but so the backlash is also strong. She's very happy for Nick and Alandria. I felt bad for Bella because you never gonna win against a slut. You are never gonna win against a slut. Sierra was out there popping that thing every chance she got. Sierra was out there giving out that puss to Nick every chance she got. A good girl is never going to win against a slut. And you got on TV and probably did things that you wouldn't do for some damn Nick. Who is Nick? Who is Nick? Y'all do a lot on Shelly. Look, girl, Shelly was wrong. Shelly's a beautiful girl. Now, Shelly's a Barbie. Alandria, Cabbage Patch Doll, you know, Annabelle. But Shelly is a Barbie doll. Shelly look like she in her 20s. Shelly give you face. Shelly's a beautiful girl, and I think she's too good for Ace. To be honest with you. But I thought that Bella, she was wrong. I mean, not excuse me. I hate that wrong. I hate that she compromised Ali girl. Baby, I love Ali girl. I love it. She's a brat dog. I love it, girl. Girl. I love it. I love it. Alaria is the Bama Barbie.
Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, I can't breathe.
You know, Brass Doll, Brass Doll, they the hood dolls. I get what you're saying. They the hood dolls. They the hood dolls. I got it. You know, Barbie's classy. Brass is the hood dolls. Got it. What was I saying? Oh, Bella. I hate that Bella was doing all that for Nick, only to still get sent home, and he was never going to turn down a piece of puss from Sierra. Maybe Sierra was throwing that thing at him. Bella had no chance. So I felt bad for Bella. Somebody get on the internet. I don't mean it like that. I mean, I know, I'm messing with you. Somebody on the internet say something one thing, y'all go run them. Baby, they get they gets on the internet and run with it. Y'all know she a Bama doll. I don't even know what a Bama Barbie is. Some shit y'all done made up, probably. Some shit y'all done made up. Some shit y'all done got y'all asses up on this internet and made up. She a Bama Barbie. Anything. Baby, the girl not... Y'all want to make fetch happen so bad. Anyway, Jeremiah shows up looking, baby, that Jeremiah. Okay now. And Jeremiah was on 10. Well, near 10. He says his relationship with Huda was very toxic. Which we knew that. He said, especially the way she was acting when Taylor made the pancake, how she was like, Taylor made me a pancake, Taylor made me a pancake, Taylor made the pancake correct, Taylor made the pancake. Like, okay, girl, calm down. She says, that's what she calls herself. No, Alandria was called Bama Barbie before Love Island. She said those are things that she's addressing in her same situation. In her current situation, she's learned from her mistakes and she's working on trying to be a better person. He says, I don't want to put all the blame on one person. He says, you know, do I think I loved and moved too quickly? To an extent, yes, but it was all real. There was no manipulation. She says you can love bomb intentionally and unintentionally. He says, how was I love bombing you? If I come to you and say, how am I doing? Am I doing better? What is it that I can work on? Is this enough? Is this not enough? How was that love bombing? He says, I just want to make sure that we understand that what love bombing means and that it makes sense to you. And he says, Ace, does that sound right to you? I say, here we go. Ace, does that sound right to you? I say, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where am I at? I keep losing, but it's so many notes. Oh, here we go. Ace is like, if you tell me you're on the show and a bombshell comes in and you say, just tell her you love her, that'll keep her. I'm going to, and even though you're making a joke, and she's not going to leave you, and you tell me it's a joke, I'm going to think something's wrong with you. Jeremiah said, well, clearly it's a joke. He said, Ace says, when you say something like that, it seems like something's off with you, you know? And he says, Jeremiah says, well, love bombing, how can I love bomb somebody through you? How can I love bomb Huda through you? That's it. No joke, Huda's dangerous. She's one of those people of color I tell my daughters to avoid. Very performative, professional victim, and will throw you under the bus when they get in trouble. Hey, I can't disagree. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He said, "Is that what you mean? How's that love bomb Ace?" I said, ooh. He said, "How can I love bomb Huda through you?" He says, then you call me a scammer. Like, how the hell am I a scammer? He says, I said that based off of the comments I heard. He said, he heard, oh, I'm sorry. Jeremiah said, you got America thinking I'm some kind of scammer and I'm there for the wrong reasons. He said, you came on the show about talking about getting money and about followers outside the villa. I don't feel that's a genuine connection. He says there's been conversations around with the guys. It has been said around conversations with the guys. What's your following before the show and after the show? They asked Nick and Taylor, what did they think about Jeremiah? Was he love bombing? Nick says, I agree with whatever Ace says. Taylor says, I don't think he was there for the wrong reasons. Taylor was like, when I was in the room with Pepe and Andrea had came in, he was like, nobody's gonna talk to her all day. That's nobody's gonna talk to her. And Jeremiah was like, I was joking. Y'all can talk to her whenever y'all want. Like he pretty much like y'all doing too much. Pepe said, I thought it was a joke. Jeremiah was like, y'all can talk to her whenever y'all want. Y'all could pull her whenever y'all wanted to. Jeremiah was like, y'all can do what y'all want. Don't do that. Austin says, I don't know where Austin was at, but Austin was like, I thought it was a joke. He was joking. I took it as a joke. I don't understand why they don't like Jeremiah. I don't understand. Well, I do understand why they don't like Jeremiah. I believe that Ace, and I'm always gonna stand on this. Excuse me. I believe that Ace wanted Huda, and he couldn't get her, and she was locked up with Jeremiah. That's why he dislikes Jeremiah. But all the guys are joking. Why is his jokes being taken serious? And Taylor, all of a sudden now you was like, oh, you already had your eyes on somebody. You was into Clark. So what are you talking about? So now Ace got all this energy for Austin, and he was like, you see how people get sent home off of jokes? But again, when he was talking to Jeremiah, that voice was shaking. I think that Jeremiah, and I believe that voice was shaking. That voice was shaking. It's shaking the table. That voice was shaking when you were talking to Jeremiah. But when you got to talking to Austin, you had all the smoke for Austin. Austin somewhere in the damn clouds, and you over there messing with somebody with a disability. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's a damn shame. So A's trying to get the heat off of him with Jeremiah, but it ain't working. I don't know who said it, but somebody said, I don't feel no kind of way. People get sent home people get sent home all the time. Whatever, blah, blah. Austin said that it's two different squads in the house. Austin said, but we are all one big family. We went through this experience together. Some family members you just like more than the others. And the people was like, oh my God, Austin, don't say that. What are you talking about? That's correct. What Austin said was correct. We family, but that don't mean I fuck with you. That don't mean that I don't see you outside of the family reunions or the cookouts. Like you ain't coming to my house. They are family members. Excuse me. There are family members that some like and some don't like. It is what it is. Austin's voice was shaky. Ace's voice was shaky not because he was scared of Jeremiah. It was shaking because he knew he couldn't win the argument because he was wrong. Either way, it was shaking, baby. He wanted Huda, and she wanted somebody with some height, and some weight. Catch what I'm saying? I think Jeremiah and Ace only wanted to be with Huda because they thought they could manipulate her into falling for them and win the money. When they saw how crazy she was, they were cool on her. That's a good one too. That's a good one. And we can clearly see Ace wanted Huda from the heart. Baby, I'm about to get there. We at the light. I'm about to get there. We at the light. I'm about to get there. Nick said it was supposed to be a group decision between him, Taylor, and Ace about who should be sent home. He never said that he always wanted Ace, excuse me, he wanted Austin removed from the house. He never wanted Jeremiah removed. So they show unseen footage, and of course the ringleader's making all the decisions, and they pretty much get behind him. But Jeremiah felt like Nick was being genuine because Nick said he felt like Jeremiah didn't get the full experience, and he didn't think that Jeremiah was going to repeat the same pattern. He said, I don't feel that way. He said, it makes his friendship with Nick mean more because he felt like Nick didn't, from what he saw, he felt like Nick was being genuine. You just want to tell Austin, boy, shut up and come put that ooh. Boy, shut up and come put this XL on. Shit, all that motherfucking talking you doing. Shut up and put that XL on. And hurry up. I got shit to do. Let me see. They talk about Ace being a ringleader. And about his diss track that he put out, the one where he was offbeat. You know how y'all say Cardi B offbeat? The one that Ace put out when Ace was offbeat, couldn't catch the beat, couldn't find the beat. The beat was hiding from him, and he was hiding from the beat. Couldn't find it. He had no desire to find that beat. And he said, oh no, it wasn't a diss record. It was just for me to show, me to express how I felt. Boy, shut up. He said he's just a very vocal person. They asked Charlie, do you think Ace was the ringleader? And Charlie was like, honey, couldn't no other guy ever tell me what the fuck to do. I said, that's right. He's not a ringleader, but you definitely were trying to figure out He said, "You're not a ringleader, but you definitely was trying to figure out who everybody was talking to, but wouldn't say what you were doing. You kept it to yourself. So you know, Charlie was on his ass, and Ace had nothing to say because it was the truth. You want to be in everybody's business, but you didn't want to let nobody know what you was doing. But you know, y'all go up for Ace. But when Ace does it, it's okay. But when Amaya does it, Ace has a problem. Right. Jeremiah says, I felt like you were a ringleader. You at the fire pit yelling, going off. Ace says, you're a grown ass man. How can I be a ringleader how can I tell another man what to do? It was reasons to what you were doing, why I said those things. And I told you to your face. And then he says, I admit I was wrong for sending Jeremiah home. Yeah, because you was playing the game and you lost. So now you feel bad about sending Jeremiah home. But you should never have sent him home in the first place because Jeremiah didn't do shit to you. And Jeremiah, you should have stuck up for yourself in the house. All that smoke you got now is cool, but you should have said that shit in the house when he was in your face. When he was looking up to you. You should have said that shit. A says to Amaya, you did a TikTok video with Allison Cooper, I think he said. And I want to talk, and she said, and we talked about it. And he said, yeah, and I know I want to address it. You mentioned something about the height. Ace hurt about his height. He said something about the height, and he says, I'm not insecure about my height, but you always talk about bullying, and then you go and do that. You know, it hurt my feelings watching it back. You know, with the people inside the villa I thought I was cool with, I thought I had a relationship with, pretty much that it hurt his feelings. I've been scrutinized in the public, and they kind of pretty much move on. Like he was talking and nobody really said anything because nobody really gave a fuck. They asked what was going on with Jeremiah and Bella. Bella said that it's time to put herself first for the first time, and it's nothing going on with them. Ace, you mad because you're short. Like, and I'm short. Like, but you mad because you short. Because again, like, you trying to find a reason to be upset with a mind. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? I said what the fuck I said. It is what it is. I ain't changing it. It ain't changing over here. Why are we talking about it? We've already addressed it. And Amaya, girl, you should be like, okay, what's your point? Because Ace, you had no problem dragging her on TV. You had no problem dragging Amaya on TV. No problem. No problem dragging her on TV. So you should, so yeah, she talked about you. Okay. Now what? What else is going on? Yeah, I said it. What else is going on? Huda said she looked back at the on memories. She laughed because she did some self-reflection. Andy said you did self-reflection in the month. She said she wasn't proud of the cursing, calling people names, but it happens. She's being her unapologetic self. Andy says, I couldn't get what you were saying about being bullied and isolated. She said she saw clips after she left the villa that made her feel like she was bullied. She said one particular moment when Sierra and Shelly thought she was being funny, but what she said hurt her feelings. When she was sitting there posing and stuff like that, and they were kind of like, what she think we looking at her, and they all started laughing and stuff like that while staring at her. Shelly says, I know exactly what she's talking about. We weren't bullying you. We all showed up for you. We made sure we were a sisterhood. Hoda says, I didn't say from start to finish, but there were things that hurt my feelings. I moved on in front of there's no ill will towards you. Girl, all the sisterhood shit and sisterhood this and sisterhood that, child.
State of love, bonding, trust, real friendship.
They talk about her friendship with Alandra. She said for her, it was after the standing on business challenge because I felt like I didn't know who I should talk to. Alandra said when she got her phone back, she saw the hate. I was getting hate from fans, and I thought it was really important for her to speak up towards her fans to address the racism. She said that she mentioned that she would make a post that all she said she said she mentioned the post. She said that's all I asked for. 2 to 3 days went by. She had decided not to make the post, not to address her people. She said, I'm going to clear it up, but I thought she was talking about me. What? But I thought she was talking about me or her fans. I don't know what I wrote. She said she said that hate fucked with her mentally. She said I did an interview. I talked about how I don't condone bullying. I don't condone hate. It aired the day you unfollowed me. Shelly said it was an Airbnb. We all had saw each other. You didn't address the bullying there, or that I was bullying you. It was so much love about, how much you miss us, how we look great and stuff like that. She said we met after we left the villa. I hadn't seen the videos yet, and it was my fault for not coming. And it was my fault for not coming to you and addressing you directly. They asked why she didn't post. She said, I had so much going on. I just had a lot going on. And Alandria says, well, I wish you would have prioritized that first because that hurt the bullying. She was like, you can't stop grown people from doing what they want. I can't stop people from whatever. And she said that hurt. They posted my face on George Floyd's body. That hurt. You didn't speak up for me. Who does that? She says, I was also bullied too. I'm sorry that you went through that. I'm not the one who made the post. I didn't know that happened. None of them want to be friends, and they all wish each other well. This is my issue. I'm gonna stop for a second. This is my issue with everybody, really. Alandria, you're getting mad with Hoda because she didn't make grown ass people who don't like you stop bullying. But what you want her to do? Should she have made the post? Yes. Did she address it? Yes. Could she have said, hey, I don't have an issue with Alandria when she was on whatever interview they were talking about. I don't have an issue with Alandria. I don't have an issue with Shelly. You know what I'm saying? It was just some misunderstanding, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's all love. Move on. Would that have necessarily stopped the people from giving them hate? We don't know. But to me, you cannot put all that on her. You can't put all that on her. Sorry, you can't put that on her. You can't put the racist comments. You can't put how people feel on her. You just can't do that. The same could be said about the people that were saying negative comments and hold it exactly. Like every time I get up here, people tearing. She was a hoe. She was this. She was that. She fucking the whole house. She a bad mother. Y'all saying all this stuff about her, but it's okay for her, but it's not okay for you because why? Because you black? Is that what it is? Because to me, wrong is wrong. It says no. Talk about the racism at least like your stance. No, at least once to stop the racist. I mean, okay, don't like Hoda, but she's dealing with a lot as well. I agree. Did Alandria tell her fans to stop harassing Clark? Oh, baby, they voted Clark least worthy to be trustworthy. I don't think Clark was on the island for 5 hours, and they voted her as least worthy of being trusted. Like, what are you talking about? They were posting Hoda and her daughter in God, right? Like, so my thing is like, what do you like? You got stuff going on. She got stuff going on. She a whole mother who has to protect a child. You only worried about your image. It's always about Alandria. It ain't never about nobody else. Was it wrong what people were saying to you? Absolutely, it was wrong. But come on now, we not going. But her face on that. But hold on. That ain't got nothing to do with Hoda or Huda, whatever the goddamn girl name is. They ain't got nothing to do with her. They got to do with the ignorant ass people that's online. She can't stop nobody from doing that. People get up on these internet and tear people apart all the time. I'm sure somebody gonna watch this video and say something negative about me. I've had people get on my video and say, oh, you boring, blah, 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 blah. People hate watch. People hate watch. But she didn't, but yeah, she could have said something, but she did not know about the George Floyd thing. She could have said something. I'm agreeing with that. She could have said something. She did say something. She said it on a podcast. She said it on a podcast. We can't equate racism with calling someone a hoe. Come on now. Anyone can be a hoe. I'm not talking about people calling her a hoe. People have said racist stuff to this girl and her daughter. Did Alandria Axe Production, NBC, Peacock, on Ariana, Andy, anyone else to say something? Why is she putting all the response? Thank you. Baby, I ain't got no hand clap. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If anything, everyone should have been getting their fans together. Y'all have to understand we live in a toxic world. Is it absolutely 100% wrong for them putting her face on George Floyd's body? Yes. Is it wrong for them to be saying the things about Hoda and her daughter online and the racist thing they said about her and her daughter online? Yes. It's wrong all over. But you cannot put the blame on one person. She didn't make the post, no, but her ass went online. She did an interview and spoke up about, I don't condone racism and bullying. Please stop. Alandria did not tell her about the George Floyd thing. She did not tell, girl, I don't know what you was watching. She did not tell her about that. She told her about that at the reunion because she said, I didn't know that. She told her about that at the reunion. No, talk about the racism directly. Don't generalize it. All she had to do was make the post. People do what they want. Alandria and Shelly should have spoke up. She said on the podcast weeks after she told them she would address it. Come on now. I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm not changing my stance on it. I'm not changing my stance on it. We are going to agree to disagree. I thought everybody should have said something. Whether you made a post about it, whether you went online about it, whether you said something the day of, or something about the weeks when you said you were gonna do it for the girl. If Hoda said she was gonna make the post 2 or 3 days later and she didn't do it, then she's wrong for that. However, everything can't be about Alandria. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. Everything can't be about Alandria. She the only one who can go through something. Can't nobody else go through nothing? Can't nobody else go through nothing? Y'all been tearing Hoda up since she got on the damn show. All of a sudden, Alandria got all these goddamn fans, and she the only one who can't be done wrong. I don't agree with the George Floyd thing. With that being said, Hoda can't control that. She can't control what grown ass people do online. And I feel like because people don't like her because of whatever reason, they put all that on her. And to me, that's not fair. Now, I ain't changing my stance on it. I'm not. And we can fight all day long. I got something to do at 3:00. So we can fight and then I'll be back tonight and we can fight again. But I'm leaving at 3 because I got something to do. But if y'all want to fight, we got till 3:00 to fight. And then I'll be back to fight y'all again tonight. But this time I'm gonna have some backup. Alandria has a habit of always wanting other people to take up for her. Sometimes you have to take things into your own hands. I would have had I can't even read. Been on the phone with Peacock immediately. Hoda spent the whole season making it about her. People are co-signing her, trying to force Chris to sleep with her. Hold up. She didn't try to make Chris sleep with her. Baby, hold on. Stop the tracks. Let's duke it out. She didn't try to make Chris sleep with her. Chris slept with her and went around town saying, oh, I folded. I slept with her. I folded. Yes. Oh, yes. Stop the track. Let me state facts. Yes. What she was wrong with, however, when she was trying to force him to cuddle with her. Turn over. If you don't turn over, I'm gonna crash out in 10 seconds or whatever. She was wrong for that. But he slept with her and had no problem sleeping with her. That's why his ass is mad about what she said online about him having a little ass dick. That's what he really mad about. Oh, yes. I'm pissed as a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm a fan. The girl was repeating. The girl was repeatedly threatened with CPS, mom shaming, racism, bullying, but Alandria. Girl, hold on. Where's it at? Hold up. La, this for you.
Close the curtains on them bitches.
Baby, come on. You can have your stance even if you're wrong. Oh boy, baby, I'm like Sudden. I ain't never wrong. That's still a violation. No means no. I'm agreeing with you on that. No means no. She was wrong for that, but she didn't force him to sleep with her. Thank you. Finally, someone unbiased. They all play a part in being mean girls, and yet the only one I've seen apologize is Hoda. Like, damn, how many times y'all want to apologize? Girl, come on, because baby, I'm telling you right now, y'all wouldn't get. Baby, y'all don't want me on TV. Y'all don't want me on what cut and lead to. But again, she was wrong for that. But she didn't force Chris to sleep with her. So just like y'all think she an easy lady, so the fuck is Chris, so the fuck is Sierra, so is goddamn Nick, and Hannah ass that is spitting in her motherfucking hand and putting it on her pussy so Pepe can get inside of it. Now what's nastier? You can watch it on Peacock. Girl, it's 37 episodes. I've been giving you a heads up. It's 37 goddamn episodes, but you can watch it on Peacock. No, she don't have clean hands. No, she don't. Yeah. Ooh, a real contract. Oh, a real contract. A real contract in the States, not overseas. In the States. But I'm not putting all that blame on her. I'm not doing that. Not over here. I don't know about nowhere else, but over here on my channel, I'm not putting all the blames on that. You can watch it on Peacock. You can watch Love Island on Peacock. It's like 7 seasons, but we talking about season 7, and season 7 is 37 episodes, but it's on Peacock. It's already aired and all that kind of stuff. It's on Peacock. It's really good. You just gotta get through the episode. But I'm not putting all that on her. I'm not putting it all on her, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Yes, it was wrong for whoever sent you that post with your face on George's body. 100% wrong. Just like it's wrong for them to be calling CPS on that lady. Y'all don't know nothing about that lady. That's her child. That's a child. Y'all trying to get the goddamn lady child taken away. Girl, that was a picture. This is affecting this lady's life. This affecting the lady's life with her child. Let me guess, y'all okay with her child getting taken away? If CPS would have showed up to this lady's house, y'all okay with that? Because of what? Because she cussed Jeremiah out? Because she didn't want to cuss what? Like what? But we gotta be up in arms about Alandria. But nobody up in arms about this lady who child could have got taken away. If it ain't black, y'all ain't with it, right? Okay. If it ain't black, y'all ain't fucking with it, right? Is that what I'm getting? If it ain't black, y'all ain't fucking with it. That's all I want to know. Because we can move on. That's all I want to know. I get what everybody's saying, but it seems like if it ain't black, y'all ain't fucking with it. Got it. I'm putting it on her because if a man did that, we would want his head like she would. But hold up. But Shannon are that girl. That's why he paid her out. She was wrong for trying to make Chris turn around. She was wrong for trying to be like, if you don't turn around, I'm going to crash out on you. I'm going to do this. She was wrong for that. But she did not make Chris sleep with her. Chris had no problem sleeping with her, just like everybody else in the goddamn house had no problem sleeping with anybody. Hoda is her worst enemy. If it was a hoodie, we don't fuck. Well, girl, say what you want on your channel, larger. Say what you want on your over here. Over here, it's going to be what is over here. And I already know how some of y'all move anyway. So, what?
I can't breathe.
Richie, when I see you, Richie, when I see you, this me and you. When I see you, don't even say nothing.
Things that were right,
Things that were wrong.
get up, Karen.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. I saw someone say Shelly and Landria are against racism, but stay friends with Sierra. Okay, they prove they all play victim, but the only one taking accountability and apologizing is Suda. Mm-hmm. A person can sleep with 1,000 people, but once they say no, it's a wrap. It doesn't matter if Chris slept with her in the past. I don't know I don't even know what y'all talking about. I'm not agreeing with, like, what are we talking about? Am I lost? Like, what are we talking about? Baby, you could be in the middle of intercourse. If I say no, that means get off of me. So I don't even know how she didn't force that man to sleep with her. Like, what are we talking about? Hoda's strange baby daddy even had to come out and actually was to stop bullying her because he was concerned for her mental health. That's how bad it was. Yeah, that now Butterfly, that comment was dumb. Like, girl, like, what are you talking? That Netflix comment was dumb. Let's move on. Let's move on. Child, when I tell you this motherfucking review was long, they talk about the heart race challenge and they showed the clip. And baby, hold on, let me get my pictures. I got pictures. Hold on, I got pictures. I got pictures on my mind. Do I have all the pictures though? Because I had another picture. I thought I had. Oh no, I just got that picture. So anyway, I'll have all the pictures. But they show the challenge and they show the extended version. Now I had always said that if I see more than whatever, I would be like, oh, who does wrong? I didn't see nothing. I didn't see anything. She started licking him, which I thought they showed that on TV, licking like she's going to give him head or whatever, and then started licking him up, kissing him and stuff like that. She sat on him. He was loving it. He was kissing her down, loving it. Chris, however, Chris, however, where my pictures at? So this is Hoda. Oh, I did have this picture. So this is Hoda and Ace. And this is Chris and Shelly. Now, what's the difference? And look at him smiling with that grin on his face. What's the difference? Oh, because she a woman and he a man? Is that the difference? What's the difference? And he had the nerve to sit there and say, oh, well, it's about dancing. It's not about licking parts. Babe, when I saw Chris face down there in that girl pussy, when I saw his face down there, baby, girl, baby, what is that? Oh, thank you. You know, I look. Y'all not gonna fight. Look. Y'all know me. Y'all look. Not over here. Show us the proof. What proof? Richie, I'm showing you the proof. What you mean? Show the proof. I'm showing the proof. Maybe his head is in her puss. And Ace looking at him like, go deeper. Where am I at? Now, baby. What they did was got up and they put them on that thing. What's that little table they sit on, everybody was sitting on, and baby, Hoda got on that thing. Baby, Hoda got on that thing, baby. I thought that was Sierra, bitch, right? I said, girl. Baby, I saw Hoda get on that thing, bitch.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Baby, I thought Hoda was Sierra the singer, child, honey.
Well, all I can say is,
and then Chris was over there with Shelly doing the most with her too. Chris is over there with Shelly doing the most with her too, and Shelly was loving it. And then let me really get with y'all. Let's really argue. And then Huda turned around and bounced her ass in Ace's face. And guess what the fuck Ace did? Took both his hands and put it on her motherfucking ass and spread it her goddamn cheeks. And I don't see nobody over there giving Ace no goddamn smoke or giving Ace no smoke. All of it is on goddamn on Huda. Ace, yes, like it was the Red Sea. Yes. Ace spreaded that baby. When I saw Ace spread her motherfucking ass cheeks open. When I saw Ace spread her motherfucking ass cheeks open. And I don't hear nobody saying anything. Instead, we get comments like this. Oh, well, she did too much. She doing too much. Oh, please. Hoda doesn't like Chris, but Hoda knew Ace. Shelly liked Ace. You see, she didn't answer the question. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. You right about that one. I ain't got there yet, but no, she didn't. She the one in the house that can dance. That's what. Ooh, baby. I thought it was Sierra Child. I said, look at her riding it. I like the way I ride. Ride it like the beat. Like the way I ride the beat. I said, look at Sierra, baby, over there dancing. Oh, baby. Baby. Shelly needs to run. Yes. He don't want her. Guys, I'm in Africa and need somewhere to watch it. I would have watched it by now. Oh, it's on Peacock. I don't know how you can you try maybe Amazon Prime or Apple TV if you have it. I think it might be on Apple TV. Oh, yes, he did. But yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes. Baby Ace saw that ass. Baby Ace saw that ass. Baby Ace saw that ass and opened them cheeks up.
Love it. I love it.
Baby Ace, baby. Baby Ace opened them Ace opened them goddamn cheeks up, and I don't hear nobody online saying, "Oh, he was doing too much." Baby Ace took both his hands and had both her cheeks in the palm of his ass. But let me guess. Oh, well, she wouldn't have turned around. He wouldn't have been able to do it. You see how she get down? She ain't nothing but a hoe. I feel so bad for Shelly. Huh. Baby, I saw Ace spread the motherfucking cheeks like he was ready to dive in. What y'all say in it? He was getting ready to type shit, whatever the fuck y'all done this thing. Baby, Ace was getting ready to get in that thing. I said, does he know the camera's on? She said she felt like she was justified to her feelings. Shelly says everybody goes into the challenge. They have an interest in other people to go after. From my understanding, you had no interest in Ace. And what I got from it was, remember when Kenya told Phaedra, I know you don't think I have an interest in him, but please don't speak for your man. No, she did not. And now when Andy asked the question, no, she did not ask it. She did not answer it. She went right to Chris. He said, how would you feel about if it was Jeremiah? And Hoda asked, like, well, Chris said, no, we didn't ask you about Chris. We asked you about Jeremiah, girl. How would you have felt? Hoda, you knew that if it was the table's turn, you knew you would have lost your shit if it was Jeremiah. But you also know why, because you know Jeremiah tall, got big dick, and you know Ace ain't got nothing. Ace wanted you. You didn't want Ace. And like I said, Chris was talking about, oh, it's private parts, it's not dancing and stuff like that, licking private parts. Child, Chris, you had your motherfucking face down there like you was diving in it too. You had your face down there like it was the Last Supper. And Richie ass gonna tell me, oh, he was licking the whipped cream off of her. Oh, is that what it's called? Is that what he was licking off of her? He was okay, got it. Mm-hmm. He was in that motherfucker. He was in that motherfucker. She'd have been mad. That's why she said, let's talk about, they should have set boundaries talking about anything goes. Not on my man. Oh, well, your man shouldn't want me. That's what, let me tell you, look. Yes, always goes unsaved. Like you mad at her, but not mad at him as well. Right. And he's sitting right next to you. I got something special planned for her. I got something special planned for her to make her my girlfriend, my first and leg. I got something special planned for. Shut up. Just shut up. The difference is Jeremiah said multiple times that he didn't want to talk to anyone else. Ace stayed being open with Shelly till the end. And to be honest, probably really want to. He did want her. Hold up. Did you call me a bitch? I heard bitch. Hold up. You call me a bitch? You just call me a bitch? You call me a bitch? And that was the end of the review, y'all. That was the end of the review. I enjoyed the show. I don't know if I'll be reviewing Love Island Games, but I enjoyed the show. Y'all, if y'all who want to be on TV, y'all can go ahead and apply for season 8 of Love Games. But I really I enjoyed the season. It was a good season. It was fun, lighthearted for the most part. I still will never understand the all the hate that Huda gets, especially from certain people. All I can say is I see why you mad. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say.
That's all y'all need.
No. She could have stopped the race. She could have said something. She could have stopped it. She could have said something. Shit. Y'all keep fucking with me. Shit, leave me the fuck alone. And the other thing about Alandria is a mean girl. And Shelly is a mean girl. And Shelly's calculated. She's not as mean as Alandria is, but Shelly's also very calculated. And and I was reading a lot of people talking about, look at them getting them together. Look at them reading and getting them together. Maybe they didn't get nobody together outside of Coco. And again, I feel like this, and somebody put this a comment on Instagram. It says a lot of Black men feel pressure to overly support. Let me read this again. A lot of Black men feel pressure to overly support dark-skinned Black women because they will be accused of colorism if they don't. It's possible for an attraction to grow. Not being somebody's type doesn't make somebody unattractive. But yet he get all this hate. He get all this hate for what reason? He get all this hate for Taylor getting all this hate. Taylor, baby, they saying Taylor abusive now. They saying Taylor abusive. They say Taylor down there knocking Clark upside her head. They say Taylor is a colorist. They say Taylor gay. They say all these things. They say all these things because he didn't pick Alandria. He said all these things, and you know who he getting all the hate from? Black people. He getting all the hate from Black people, because y'all know y'all Black Panthers. Because y'all Black Panthers. Taylor getting all this hate for not picking Alandria because she a dark skinned girl. So now he colorist. That's right, Q. Tell them go ask their mama. Ooh, Shelly wants to be the female ace. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being damn near 30, chasing at trying to be like a 22-year-old girl? He played all in that girl. Who played in that girl phase? Who? They are not mean girls. I don't understand where y'all get that from. You must have been watching season 6 because we talking about Caleb. We talking about season 7. You must have been watching season 6. Taylor is just as forgettable as Austin. I forgot what he sounds like. Yeah, you right. You right. Taylor. He didn't play. Baby, then the girl said I build him. Yeah.
Oh, she's such a pain in the ass.
Oh my God.
She's such a drama
She's such a
queen.
pain in
Stay
the
home,
ass.
dude.
The victim narrative that Alandria and Shelly were doing. Everybody, they the only two victims. Nobody else is a victim. Baby Ace took his hands and spread her cheeks apart. He took her hands and spread her cheeks apart. What y'all say? Ace consistently chose other women over Shelly. She always was second opinion until no. But Ace ain't getting. But you know. But they was doing. But Bougie, they was doing it for a connection. You know, the connection wasn't there yet. So I could believe Hoda is stressed out about going and what's going on in Gaza. I would be too if my home country and people were going there. Hopefully she goes to therapy. Let my friend come tell me she's fucking with a nigga I was fucking with. Sierra wasn't the right one, baby. Cause Richie, what?
Things that were right.
Things that were wrong.
Get up, Karen.
Anyway, that's all I got. I'm gonna let this thing run. I'm gonna let this thing run until 2 hours. Yeah, I don't like Alandria. I don't. But I've never liked Alandria. Like from episode 1, she thinks she that girl. She not. Cute body. Body is T. Face. You know, face is very. You know, but body is T. She looked good at the reunion. I don't like the wig she had on because I could see the part where the wig was going to come up. And I didn't like the makeup. Shelly, gorgeous. Shelly is gorgeous. Alandria got some nice skin also, nice smooth skin. Shelly, gorgeous. Coco, she wasn't there long enough for me to really, you know. Nick, don't see it. Nick and Alandria are not a real couple. I'm gonna say it again and I'm gonna say it again. Nick and Alandria are not a real couple. Nick and Alandria are not a real couple. Shelly and Ace are not a real couple. Brian and Amaya, not a real couple. There's nobody, probably Clark and Taylor are probably the only real couples. Nobody else is a real couple. Nobody else is a real couple. All this we exclusive, no. Right, because wouldn't all the black girls have said something about the bullying and racism? They didn't, because Shelly and Landry got bullied because they were mean girls. Boom. 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 It don't have nothing to do with racism. That's the problem. Black girls can be mean. They're gonna get mad if you say Alandria is black like Wesley Snipes. Well, shit. Should black girls can be mean, dark-skinned black girls, light-skinned black girls, caramel black girls, non-caramel black girls. What you know how y'all do? Oh, well, she not light-skinned. She just a slight hint of brown. She hazel. She just dark. She kind of dark. She kind of light-skinned. When white people see us, baby, they see white and they see black and light skin. When we see us, the way her heritage is this, and baby, the girl black, and she not cute in the face. She okay, girl, but the way y'all going up for her, she's a nasty girl, and it ain't got shit to do with her skin complexion. She's a nasty girl. She's a nasty girl, and she was wrong. And it has nothing to do with her skin complexion. And again, Nick and her ain't a real goddamn couple. I don't even believe she slept with Nick. I don't even believe outside of press and outside of the goddamn show that she even know where Nick live at. What did Alandria do that makes her? Did she cuss someone out or disrespect? Yes, Taylor. I'm hearing. All I'm hearing is you don't like her because you think I don't think she's ugly. I don't think she's ugly, and she can be confident she's a nasty girl, just like Huda. When Huda was, you didn't see my review I did early on. You can ask Richie, and you can even ask Gabor. Autumn in LA, I was pissed at the way that Huda was talking to Jeremiah, and I said that if it was Jeremiah talking to her like that, he would be off the fucking show and be under the goddamn bus. I was pissed at the way that he was talking to her. I mean, that she was talking to him. All calling him all kind of bitches and pussies and stuff like that. Girl, who the fuck are you talking to? Because America put him with somebody else? She was doing the absolute most when she was with Jeremiah. It was a toxic relationship from the start. Alandria is not a pretty girl, like everybody think that she is. And she's confident, yeah, that's fine. But she also is sneaky, and she also dead ass wrong. And she was doing the most at the Stand on Business challenge. The way that she was trying to fight with Clark. She said it on a Kiki interview. I was trying to fight with Clark, but she didn't want to give it. She didn't want to go back and forth with me. What we call that? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She having a back and forth with Shelly. Here come Alandria. You want to tell the class what I did? No, I want to tell the class shit. No, I don't. You and that girl business that shit ain't had nothing to do with you. I told you something for me and you. You going to tell the whole goddamn world. That if I wanted the world to know, I would have told the world. She told Austin she was a mom after promising not to say anything and outed her about kissing Chris for no reason though to challenge Alandria's bit. Yes, Alandria and Shelly kept it cute and classy the whole season. A lot of y'all used to black girls acting a certain way, and when you see one acting different, child, girl. Thank you, Richie. You baby. I ain't got to prove. Listen, y'all. Listen. What I'm not going to do is have to prove myself. I know how I feel about everybody on this show. I know about who's forgettable. I know about who's right and who's wrong. And Huda was dead ass wrong with the way she was talking to Jeremiah. That shit pissed me off. Because he didn't do nothing to deserve that. Baby, call me Texas. Baby. I'm standing my ground over with y'all. Y'all ain't gonna jump me. Y'all ain't about to jump me. I'm gonna get you up off of me. Y'all ain't about to jump me. I'm swinging. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm just gonna start swinging. I know what I was doing, and I know how I felt about her. What I am saying though, all the hate that she's getting, she doesn't deserve all of the hate that she's getting. Just like I don't think Taylor deserves all the hate that he's getting. Just like I don't think Alandria deserved the things that was being said to her when it comes to the racism. Well, Ali, come on. And don't pull my hair either, because you know I'm tend to hit it at the top of my head. You know I'm tend to hit it. So I should have told you that. But don't pull my head. Anyway, My arms hurt from windmilling, but put them down, baby. I was still. Oh, so who do y'all think was best dressed out of the women? Who we had? Well, the women that mattered because the other girls they didn't really matter. Who we let me see. Who do y'all think was the best dressed? Was it Alandria, Clark, Shelly, Huda, Amaya, Coco. Who else am I missing? You say Clark. You say Clark and Alandria, Shelly and Coco. I didn't really pay attention to Coco's dress. I wonder if I could find it online. I know it was blue, if I'm not mistaken. Love Island reunion looks. I wonder if they're gonna show everybody. Okay, we probably can't really tell from this picture, but let's see. We can't tell from this picture; it's too far back. I wish they kind of like did like everybody separate. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. I got it. All right, here we go. Can y'all see this? Coco was dressed with favor. Who the dress was given? Macy's mother of the bride. Girl, leave me alone. Sneaker Tooth was best dressed. Who's Sneaker Tooth? Y'all acting like confident, classy black girls are rare. It's actually anti-black. I only have them around me, so I don't know what's so special about Shelly and Alandria's behavior. And not a damn thing, especially Alandria. Dry ass. So Alandria look good. I love her skin. I love like her skin just looks so like smooth and soft. I like this, but I don't like this, if that makes sense. But she looked nice though. Let me see. Oh, here go Coco. Mm, mm, hmm. Hmm. She looked nice. Best dress? She looked nice though. She looked nice. Pretty girl. Let me see who else. I just want to get the women first. Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. I didn't like nothing about it. Hated it. You know, y'all know one thing y'all need to know about me. Ariana don't do no wrong in my eyes right now. She does no wrong in my eyes. Ooh, not the blue dress. Coco hair and makeup trash. Overall, best dress and put together was Alandria and Clark. You know, Ariana does no wrong to me, baby. That's a badass white girl. Let me see. Here go another cute white girl. Iris is cute too. That's a nice dress on her. Iris got a nice shape to her. Bella, girl, that thing. I didn't know that dress was see. Oh, Bella, wow. For you to wow. Mm. Mm. Oh, it look better on the model. I'm sorry. Baby, that model eating you up, girl. Baby, the way that dress sitting on this model, Bella, you know what, Bella, you should have had, the thing is you should have had it up on your shoulders. Who was this? This is who was this? Jaden. Mm-hmm. Who else? Yeah, she looked good. She looked good. All right, let's go to the men. Do they have the men up here? Ace look a fool. Oh, let me see what this is. Best and worst dress. They don't really have like the people. Okay, we can do that. We can do this. Okay. Let me go to here. Let me go here. Let me stop sharing this screen. Go here. It says, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. My dress was horrible, but she was gorgeous with her hair. Yeah, she was. I need the people who watch Vanderpump Rules from the beginning to have an honest discussion about Yana. That girl didn't want that man. Him cheating on was the best thing. Oh yes, I saw how she looked. I saw how she looked before she got her glow up. I said, wow, money. What Wendy Williams say? Money spent well. Money well spent. Money well spent. Money well spent. Money well spent. I said, well. Iris and Bella looked good too, but Bella's dress was falling off her during the segment. No need to. Yeah. Ace and Jeremiah, best dressed boys, and I dare to say Charlie. Yeah, I can agree with that. Clark's yellow too. Ooh, baby. Why y'all mad at Clark? Why y'all mad at Clark? Because she took that girl man. Since you got your degree and everything, since she took that girl man. Baby, look at the star. Look at the star. Come on, star. Let them be mad. Taylor Swift and Kelsey Travis are engaged. Oh, anyway, Charlie looked good. I don't know what Taylor got on. Chris, child, TJ looked, baby. TJ was plain and basic, just like Hannah. Let me see who else they had up here. I like Brian. Brian's coat is too big for him. I got this coat in green, and it's not supposed to be this big. Everything else looks good, but this coat ain't supposed to be this big. My girl, the face card, baby, the face card clears. The face card clears. The dress horrible, but that face card, baby. TJ gives me it's Trump. Oh, baby, yes he do. Baby, yes he took his hat off before he got on stage. Oh, like she going to a King Sierra, baby. We do anything for Selena. That's what I heard, that they broke up. That's what I heard. All right, before I go, y'all. Before I go. Hold on. Because I'm gonna come back tonight. But before I go, where we at? Because we gotta talk about it just a little small bit. I get more into it tonight. Where's it at? Damn it, where's it at? Hold on. Alone in the room. It's just. Hold on, y'all. Don't leave. I gotta talk about it real quick. Where's it at? Okay, here it is. Hold on. Baby. Oh. Thank you so much for this live, bro. When you come back. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. He said, I need my strength for later on because they're gonna say I'm flip-flopping over, baby. Baby, when I get over to abortion, I'm gonna say the same thing I said over here. And don't let them drop the link. Cause y'all gonna be sick of us. But my stance ain't changing over here. I'm gonna get ready to give me some Gatorade and I'm ready to fight again. But into happier news. They say Karen 62. They said she will be out next on September 2nd. This is an early release for Karen. Let me see. Yeah, she gonna be out, y'all. She gonna be out. Do y'all think what y'all think gonna happen? This what I think gonna happen. Right. Come on. Come on. They letting a real one out. Come on. Come on. Come on. I feel like this. Right. This how I would do it. This me. I would drive. I would have Giselle drive the car, right? I would have it. What the- I don't know what time he going live. I don't know. I'm going over there with a bag around. Don't you come over there. Look, don't you come over there with that mess. Don't you come over. Don't you throw that up here. Don't you throw that up here. So look. Giselle need to come back. Giselle need to pick her up in that red. In that G-Wagon. Karen fresh out of jail. No wig, no nothing. Pick her up. They in the car. They hug. They crying. And then boom, they on a trip. Don't nobody know Karen out of jail. Well, shit, they know now. But don't nobody know Karen back filming. Giselle don't tell nobody nothing. They filming. They at a party somewhere. And Karen walk in the motherfucking room. Boom. Karen walk in the motherfucking room. And when she walk up to Giselle, this gonna be her and Giselle.
Well, all I can say is,
boom. She walk in the room. Baby wig on. Face beat. She done gained some weight, I'm sure. And boom. Yes. Pick her up from getting. Yes. Baby, that's how we starting the season off. We starting the season off with her getting picked up from jail. Now we'll figure some other shit out later on. But we're gonna start the season off with her getting out of jail. We don't even show it in the trailer. You don't even show it in the trailer. Baby, the first episode, you see Giselle pull up to the where she at? What jail she at? What jail she at? I think she might be probably somewhere, probably Potomac somewhere, one of them jails somewhere. Boom. And then Karen go away because we gonna film it, and it's gonna say 3 months prior, right. So the show gonna start off with Giselle picking her up. It'll say 3 months prior, and then as we get through it, we're gonna be going towards the season finale. Karen show up and she's still filming with the girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, that's how you do a show. The ground dog about to shut it down. Y'all know she's not about to answer any questions. Right. I'm not talking about jail. I've been down there. I don't want to go down that road again. I hope we get some jail call. Ooh. Well, she out of jail. Lala, she out of jail. She out of jail next week. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like Giselle, like how Sheree was talking to Tyrone. I'm happy. I could shed tears. I'm happy. I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy. You can't film Potomac without Karen. Sorry. You can't film Potomac without Karen. You can't. When I said this, when I saw this, I almost ended the live because I wanted to go celebrate. I want to get Karen a glass of water, and I want to put it in a champagne glass, and I want to say cheers to the bitch getting out of jail. Listen, yes, baby, I got memory loss. I don't remember jail. I don't want to talk about jail. Baby, no. But in jail, all I'm gonna say is I found some real sisters.
State of love, bonding, trust, real friendship.
I found some real sisters in jail. I found some real sisters in jail. But Karen out of jail, y'all. She out of jail next week.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Oh, thank you. I try to be. No, baby. I bet not see no goddamn Kool-Aid in that goddamn glass. And I damn sure better not see no apple juice. I need to see water. But the problem with the water can look like vodka. Water can look like vodka. So we have to figure something out. And my thing is, just take her license away. Like, you got enough money, I'm sure, to have you a driver. Y'all believe Karen almost been in jail for a year? You see how time fly by? Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. It's 3:00. I need to get some energy to fight with y'all later on, and then I will see y'all later on. Thank y'all for coming and watching the review with me and fighting with me. I love it, and I love the ones who stood their ground. That's right, stand your ground, even though y'all wrong. Stand y'all ground. Like Kaylin, Ali, stand y'all wrong, but stand y'all ground. I love it. We a family. What also say? We a family. We may not like each other, but we a family. We are a family, like a giant tree. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much. I will see y'all later on with me and Adrian. Bye.